Good morning everyone, welcome back to our channel. As you probably know by now, we are on a road trip around Sri Lanka showing you why this is our favorite country in the whole world. If you caught our last episode, you'll know that we just made the incredible train ride from Ella to Kandy, which means that we've arrived in Kandy and it is time to show you around this incredible city and the surrounding areas. Today is actually about 20 or 25 kilometers outside of Kandy. It is a place called Ambuluwawa Tower. It is super cool. Perched on top of this giant hill is this like white cylindrical tower with stairs wrapped around it. It's a really neat place to be. And even though it's only like 20 or 25 kilometers outside of Kandy, it actually takes like more than an hour to get to just because it's so windy and low to get up. But it is very beautiful. I'm just hoping that Wanda makes it, to be honest. Wanda's struggling, I won't lie. Wanda's having a rough go today.
Getting very high.
Yeah. I'm not a fan.
Yeah. I mean, the monkeys they're kind of cool at first if you've never seen a monkey before.
Yeah.
But there is a point where you've seen too many monkeys and they're just not that great anymore.
Yeah. I thought I saw horse poop coming up here and I was like, horse poop? What the heck? Where did these guys come from? I don't think I've seen a single horse in all of Sri Lanka. But here at the top of this giant hill. Okay, let's go. Whew, okay, we're like 1/3 of the way up, I think. Woo. Wow, awesome views already. To be fair, there were already great views on the bottom. So if you hate heights, you could just go down there. And this is golden still. But this is already getting better.
Which way?
I don't know, you can go up a little further inside, but I think you can go up this way too.
Oh, wow.
Which looks like way more adventure.
You just have to be able to fit right through this little random access point. And then you can start heading out.
Look at this hole. Like, look at the hole between the stairs. Oh my god. All right. Oh boy. I feel dizzy when I look up. Don't look up. The clouds are moving, and then I just feel like the whole tower's tipping over.
We wouldn't recommend this activity if you have a
fear of heights?
Genuine fear of heights or
no. Terrible.
Strong willingness to live.
Strong desire to not die. You should probably stay away. So we've definitely seen some people decide to stop continuing up the stairs, and they are turning around and going back down. And I do not blame them. Holy smokes. This is so skinny.
Yeah, it's getting narrower.
That's the space in my hand. This is crazy. Oh boy. Okay. Let's try again.
Oh my god.
Oh gosh. It's like so thin I have to literally put like 1 foot on the stair at a time. There's someone coming. I think we gotta go back down. We can't both go. Yeah, it's okay. Let's go back down. Okay. Yeah, no worries, no worries.
Thankfully, there's like a little like hideout in the middle of the tower.
Let's see. Okay.
I'm making a video.
Okay. I think that might have actually been everybody. I think that might mean we might get to go to the very tippy top.
I don't know. Do we want to go to the very tippy top?
Because like, do we want to go to the very tippy top? Yeah, that's a good question.
Oh man. That's it. We're at the end.
Is this the end? Look at that. Ah, woohoo, we did it.
Yeah.
Nice done.
That honestly wasn't too bad. Maybe it's helpful that you're filming, so I don't think too much about it. We just kept trekking along.
Yeah.
I'm like, up the stairs, it's good.
There's a lot of camera equipment over the edge right now.
It's very scary.
So we made it back to Kandy, which is pretty notorious for having some pretty bad traffic. So we are stuck in that. We just passed though the botanical gardens. We're not going there today. It's actually pretty expensive as a foreigner. I forget how many rupees it is, but I remember thinking it was about $30 US per person. So it's not a cheap outing, but they are so beautiful. So if you do have the time and the cash, then we would highly recommend you check out the botanical gardens here in Kandy. And we are starving, so we're trying to find a place to grab a bite to eat.
Okay, so welcome to Kandy downtown. It is a very bustling city, especially here right in the center. Kandy is actually like a nice, almost like a really, really big town.
Yeah.
But right now we're walking through like one of the main roads here. Lots of people out, lots of shopping. There's lots of like street vendors and stalls and things like that. Hopefully a nice restaurant will reveal itself to us because we're still looking for a place to eat. Hey, my darling, are you hungry?
I'm so hungry and weirdly so tired. I haven't had a single coffee today, and I think it is coming back to haunt me.
Cole hasn't had a coffee and it's already lunchtime. Must be a strange day.
It's a very strange day.
Okay, so we've ordered another Sri Lankan feast. I got Kottu. Kottu is like one of the most popular dishes here in Sri Lanka. It is actually an excellent street food, but you can also get it in restaurants. It's actually just roti, like the flatbread, all chopped up into like these little pieces. Like it kind of looks like pasta, but it's actually chopped up roti, and it's mixed with vegetables, eggs. In this case, I also got chicken, and then it's like, of course, there's tons of delicious spices on it. Man, it's good. It's so good. I love it because it's like, it's bread, but for lunch, which is great. I love carbs.
I got what is called the executive lunch, which really doesn't mean much because that's just what they call their lunch here. But what I was really eyeing was the deviled chicken. So this right here, this is like a Sri Lankan style chili chicken stir fry. It's usually a little bit spicy. I asked them to make it like just medium spicy, so hopefully it's not too crazy. It's just kind of like a stir fry with the meat. And of course I wanted it with some rice, and I got an egg on top too. Mmm. So good. A little bit spicy. It's perfect.
We were just about to leave, and it is pouring. I think we're gonna have to get our coffee here. I don't think we're leaving.
It happened so fast. It's like drip, 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 boom, the sky opened up. It's nice though. It smells so good. You like smell the air? It smells like rain and deviled chicken. So lunch was delicious. We got a coffee, although I don't think it really helped make us any more awake than we are.
wasn't
We're actually
very
like,
good.
super sleepy now, and the coffee wasn't that very good. So now we're going for a little bit of a walk.
Yeah.
And we've made our way to Kandy Lake, which is this massive, beautiful, a little bit stinky lake.
It's really stinky because there's bird poop here. And
That's
then it
true,
just
that's true.
rained, so I'm just smelling bird
Oh
poop.
yeah, we're getting
That's
like
all. That's the only
the
reason.
rain smell, the rain bird poop smell.
Poop rain smell.
Kandy is actually the city that withheld like all of the different colonial rulers who came here for the longest. So the Portuguese came and they managed to hold them off. So the Portuguese didn't take over Kandy. Then the Dutch came, same thing. And then they also managed to hold off the Brits here for a long time as well, until like the 1800s, when unfortunately Kandy became the last city, capital city to fall to the Brits, and then British rule officially took over the island for the next while. So I think that's what makes Kandy particularly interesting in terms of Sri Lanka's history.
All Alright guys, we decided to pop home briefly for two reasons. One, we needed to get changed because the temple of the tooth got to be a bit more covered up. And also so that I could take a quick nap. So I'm feeling much more like myself again. Had a little sleep. And yeah, we're getting awesome views of the river again. Or the lake? What do I call this? A lake. Yeah. As we head to the temple of the tooth, which I think is just up the road.
All right, we have arrived. First thing you gotta do is, of course, pay for your ticket, and then take off your shoes. Feels a little weird because the ground's wet.
Yeah, everything's wet. It just like finished raining. So we're just walking around bare feet.
Yeah, you have to walk around barefoot for like the entire grounds. It's all a big sacred site, and of course, when you visit most Buddhist temples, you take off your shoes. Maybe all Buddhist temples.
Anyways, we are at the Temple of the Tooth.
Right.
I think we've said that maybe a couple of times, but now we're officially seeing it. It is one of the most important Buddhist sites around the entire world, really.
Yeah.
And the reason why it's so important is because they have a relic. They have the canine tooth of Buddha.
The Buddha. They held it here.
Yeah, you have it here somewhere.
Yeah.
It's like being like secured and kept here. And they say that whoever holds this tooth has governance of the entire country. So it's really, really important to have it here. There are daily worships that happen 3 times a day, and we are going to the night one, which is like 6:30. It's getting a little darker now.
Yeah.
And there's lots of people here actually.
There are lots of people here.
That are like dressed in white. They're
They've brought
purchasing flowers and things
Yeah.
like that. It's all part of the
I
ceremony.
think it's an offering you can get. Yeah.
So we'll see that hopefully very soon.
Yeah. It's like I planned it. Totally didn't know that we were supposed to wear white here, but we both wore white.
Look at us being culturally sensitive. Got our white
Accidentally.
accidentally, but you know it works.
Love when it's just serendipity.
Very cool entrance tunnel into the temple. So beautiful.
Okay, so right in front of us is where it is said that the tooth relic is held. You actually can't see it. And I think this might be where our ceremony starts in a little while.
Apparently, Lord Buddha was cremated in a place that we cannot pronounce. And what was left over were, I think, multiple relics, but one of them was the tooth.
Yeah.
And that tooth is been kept in different places around Sri Lanka, including Polonnaruwa, which is another really cool place in Sri Lanka. It now rests today here in Kandy in the Temple of the Tooth.
This is really cool because I feel like there's like a building within a building. Like there's like this building that the tooth is in, and then there's a whole structure around it to protect it. At least that's what it feels like.
Yeah, this must be like the original temple, right?
Maybe.
Like, and then like everything around it is like the infrastructure, the museums, and everything like that.
Yeah. It's beautiful. Alright, so we've come just behind the Temple of the Tooth. There's like a museum back here. It's really cool because it tells you the whole story of like Lord Buddha and then him being cremated and them finding the tooth and then the whole story of the tooth. Basically, it's just been passed from like place to place to place, taken over by different people and put in many different parts of Sri Lanka and then ended up here in Kandy.
So that museum was beautifully white, but we're hearing some music. I think the ceremony's starting. Cool to hear like the music. It was like so loud and it really just like you could feel it in your lungs.
In your bones. I probably was being shook with that drum. It was very loud.
And also during the ceremony, they actually open up like the doorway so that you can see where the relic is stored on the second floor.
Second floor. So you were going up afterwards.
Yeah, it was so busy, but it was definitely well worth lining up because to like get a peek inside.
The relic is like encased in this gold, I don't know what it's called, but holy man, is visitor name.
It was
beautiful.
like you just kind of walk up beside it, you give a little offering, and then you turn to your side and you see the inside where the relic is being held, and it's just like so shiny and so bright.
So bright. Honestly, it looks like it's like, ah, it was beautiful. That was a great way to wrap up our time in Kandy. Tomorrow we're gonna get back on Wanda and make our way further along this road trip to Scariest. We're so excited to show you guys the drive there and then explore Scariest with you. So make sure you hit subscribe so you can come along on that adventure with us.
Thanks for watching. Space. I have never wanted space as much as I do now. That was fun, but it's not for everyone. With the vertigo and the people in the way, it's like the easiest way to get frustrated with a crowd of 4 people.